What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. It's game day in Norman, Oklahoma. Before we get started, make sure you are a part of the Sooner Surge community, family. Subscribe. If you already are subscribed, though, there's another opportunity for you with the Discord server and the Sooner Surge Unlimited. You can be part of that. Click the link down in the comment section in the community page. Be a part of it. 24/7 communication with the Sooner Surge community and the family and the members. We'll have game time chats and other things going on. So make sure you're a part of it. Check it out. Reach out to us with questions. Today we're going to talk about, as we know, last night, Nigel Smith committed to the University of Oklahoma, adding another piece, valuable, strong piece to the power line, guys. And we know what's next. You saw Todd Bates and Coach Chavis with that tweet that went out about, we ain't done yet. And that leads a lot of people to believe that Danny Okoye obviously would be the next one. And guys, there's been some rumblings with Okoye in the last couple of weeks via his Twitter and things. So let's talk about Danny Okoye possibly being maybe the next Sooner commit.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Okoye, we know it's kind of been after his visit last Saturday to the first opening game. He was, and a lot of people thought maybe that was a visit high or whatever, but he's very much trending OU right now. Obviously, he's getting ready to announce his top three. I believe he came out and said it's probably going to be soon, so I would expect that in the next couple of days. And we'll see who's on the top three list. You can bet number one for sure OU will be on there, and then probably Tennessee, and then that next third one's up for question. I don't know. There for a while, a lot of people thought Texas, but personally, I wouldn't rule out Colorado, and that's just me talking. That's nothing I know. You got LSU and Alabama there as well. I just think, I don't know. I have a feeling that Colorado could be in there, but yeah, OU to me is definitely what's trending with Okoye. And if you saw Miguel Chavis and Todd Bates tonight on that video, man, they had those Edgemen hats on.
Those hats are sick.
Those were sick.
Fire.
And he's because you look at it, Jaden Jackson and David Stone are monsters, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Their high school tonight, they played insane again.
Those the Stone picked six.
I know, from 94 yards, and just can you imagine playing on the outside of those guys? And Danny Okoye, we know he had an awesome visit last week. We've read his interviews and stuff, and he's had a great visit, and so he's trending up. And let's hope he is the next one in that power line. I think he could be.
Yeah, Okoye would be just an amazing addition. You talk about playing next to David Stone. Imagine on one end you have Danny Okoye, and on the other end you have Adepoju Adebare. Like that, PJ, that is just a crazy defensive end trio. Not to mention, you didn't mention like Nigel Smith, Wyatt Gilmore. This could be Danny Okoye is another one we all talked about with David Stone. You got to land him. He's in your backyard. To me, it's that same thing with Danny Okoye. Number one state at Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is by now the favorite in this recruitment. I think we can all agree on. And when you're the favorite of a guy who's in state, you need to go out there and you need to close it and you need to get the deal done. And Oklahoma could potentially get this done sooner than Danny Okoye had originally planned on committee.
Yeah, when he came on our video back a month and a half, 2 months ago, he had mentioned, I think, mid-November at the latest, maybe late October, but it's kind of, even from his tweets, sounding like it's going to be a lot earlier than that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, if you're OU right now, just look at it. There aren't many other guys on the defensive line that they're going to go after. Correct, Brody?
There doesn't seem to be at the moment.
So you could put all your energy on Danny Okoye.
Well, it's not even energy. OU has put all their energy. Coach Chavis, one thing we can't emphasize and understate is Coach Chavis's relationship, I think, with Danny Okoye. He was at the game in which he got hurt. I think that's a strong relationship that they have together. Everything we've heard after the visit would attest to that. And I'm with you, Jay, as far as I think it's going to be interesting on if Okoye visits Texas and Tennessee or what he does there. I do look for Tennessee to be in the top three alongside OU, and I'm with you. I think Colorado is maybe sneaking their way in because I haven't heard much of Texas. I'm not saying Texas is out, but that would be if I were a betting man on my top three for Okoye. And yeah, you said it's going to be pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if this weekend he doesn't put the top three out.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I think OU and Texas are two schools, and then I think that third one is between Colorado and Tennessee. That's just my opinion. But you mentioned all your focus on Danny Okoye. To me, it's pretty simple. You lock down Danny Okoye, and then you feel great about your defensive line. I would feel great about that class, headlined by Danny Okoye,
Oh,
David Stone, and Nigel Smith. And then if you can get Okoye locked in by like mid-October, you've got another month to push all your chips on the table for Williams Nwaneri. And I'm not saying that's a flip that is going to happen. I'm saying, hey, that's still a possibility. We don't know what Missouri is going to look like this year. So I just think first you got to start with Danny Okoye, and you got to get him in and get that locked in.
Yeah, because you land Okoye, you got a 5-star, 2 4-stars, 2 3-stars there across the line. If you were to flip Nwaneri, you got 2 5s, 2 4s, and 2 3s, and guys, and then you got Adabari last year, who's a 5-star. It's insane what this D line could be. But as I was getting ready to say there, we did have Okoye on about a month and a half ago, right? And some things I think that stood out even in that interview were several things that he said about just trending in the right direction, even then, Jay. So yeah, I think this has been trending for a while. But one thing that I want to say that stood out is he is very aware of BV's commitment policy. So I think that when he does make the decision, if it is OU, Sooner fans can feel really confident because he is very aware of that. So if he's already thinking Sooner, that's even more impressive in my book.
well, and Brody, the only reason I mean, what do you think about Texas? When they got Colin Simmons and then the Zena this week, do you think that affects Okoye at all?
I don't see it. I mean, I don't think it affects him too much. I think Danny Okoye, we all know how good of a player he is, not only right now, but how much
Oh yeah,
potential
he's
he
not
has.
he's not scared of anybody. That's for sure.
Exactly. So I don't think them adding them will affect them being in the top three. No, but I think top three, I don't think it means much at all. That's just my personal opinion. And barring a change, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Okoye does take a Texas game day visit, and there's always a chance they could swing it back to Texas. But right now, you got to feel really good about where Oklahoma's at right there. And you're just going to have to hope that Todd Bates and Chavis can just close this one out again. But yeah, it could affect it a little bit, but I don't think it'll have that much of an effect on it because Danny's just as good as those guys.
Yeah,
And
well, and I think after Nigel Smith committing last night, I think that moved OU up to number 8, I believe, in
yeah,
the rankings. So you land the Koye, you're just pushing that top 5 again. And if you get back-to-back classes that are top 5 with especially, I mean, the defensive side of the ball, I mean, you're looking just really, really good going to the SEC on that defensive line. So
Yeah, and you're right, Brody, as far as game day visit. And Stone, we know Stone visited so many times at Norman, and being in the backyard, very close. You never know what Okoye is going to do if he's going to pop in, maybe sometime back to Norman before before he
hey,
commits.
real quick, I know we're getting ready to close, but I got to say one thing. I wasn't on the live earlier with Nigel yesterday with Nigel Smith, but his recruitment, the way he did it, I mean, kudos to Nigel Smith. Said he shut it down. It was very quiet recruitment, nothing like crazy, no, just kind of like I shut it down and then he committed. I mean, that's kudos to him for just. I think it was very well handled.
Yeah, everyone to each their own. I mean, this is
That's
everyone to their future. They have their choice to do it, and Danny Okoye's got decisions to make, and we're excited to see what his top 3 is. Fully expect OU to be in there and in a strong position moving forward, and see what he does with the visits. But yeah, would be great addition to the power line. This power line continues to, despite maybe losing some, continues to actually strengthen, and this is going to be exciting. Be SEC ready. And make sure you guys are ready. Join the Sooner Surge community. Be a part of Sooner Surge Unlimited. Click the button. Join the link. hit the link and join up to game day tonight. Boomer, guys.
Boomer.